Hello there. Welcome to the Bike Design School channel. I hope you're well and you're doing your best to keep safe during this period that we're in. The pandemic has kind of taken over the world, and it gives us cause to just really stop and reevaluate. Make sure you practice good social distancing if you have to go out. Um, Wear a mask if you can. Stay 10 meters, 10 centimeters away from the next person. If you have to go to the grocery store, that's the only place I go to if I have to go to. Make sure you wash your hands properly with water and soap. If not, use a sanitizer regularly. Um, that's it. We have to keep safe, guys. That's it. My name is Obije Olu, and this is the fashion business series. Fashion business owners series. I'm sorry, I skipped that. Fashion business owners series, FBO for short. I was planning to do this before we had the COVID-19 pandemic. I had already spoken to a few of you who are fashion business owners, and I felt there was a need for us to meet and try to elevate ourselves and make life better for ourselves here in Nigeria, but we couldn't do that. I think I remember that I planned the first meet to be for the end of April. Unfortunately, that cannot happen right now. But I think this is like a very good channel for us to still meet. Everything is being done virtually now. That's one of the things we would have learned coming out of this. Fashion Business Owner Series is really for fashion designers or fashion business owner, because you don't have to be a fashion designer to be a fashion business owner, so who are actually practicing the fashion business. So either you already own a fashion business or a fashion business startup. After being at home for about 3 weeks, it has given me 4 weeks, because I started my own self-isolation before Nigeria announced that people should stay locked down in their homes. It has given me time to actually just really think, reevaluate, and start working towards restructuring my fashion business. I have been doing this for about 17 years now, and I'm looking through my books and I'm asking myself, where are the places that I went wrong? What are the mistakes that I've made? How can I correct it? How can I restructure? How can I make money from this business? It is very wise for us fashion business owners to start thinking of what we're going to start doing, or what we're going to do post the COVID-19 pandemic. We have to start thinking about it like really seriously. So this is the Fashion Business Owner Series. This is the very first of this kind on the channel. If you've checked through my content, you will see I have mostly fashion sewing classes or pattern drafting classes or sewing tips. And I just wanted to take it a bit further, and I'm just going to jump right into it and tell you or share with you three things that you need to know. Three things that you need to know before you embark on a fashion business journey. And I'm speaking from experience, guys, like from my trials and my triumph, because I had a very rocky 17 years. In fact, the first 5 years, I don't think I count it as being a fashion business owner. I was just all over the place. It was incredible. I'm happy to still be here after so long. So 3 things you need to know before you become a fashion business owner, before you drop everything and say, okay, this is what I want to do, before you leave that lucrative bank job where you have that salary that comes in monthly and you say, I want to do fashion. What are the 3 things you need to know if you haven't started? And if you already started the business, did you know about these 3 things? Because I didn't. So I'm just going to go jump right into it. So number 1 of the 3 things that you need to know: am I sure I want to do a fashion business? Do I know what it entails? Am I ready for the hard work? Am I ready for the sweat? Are you ready for all of that? The fashion business is very glamorous. If you are sitting on the outside, you will see a lot of glamorous pictures. You will see models. You will see pictures in fashion magazines. You will watch fashion shows. You could go for runway, and it feels like it's glamorous, I just want to do that, you know. Not quite much. The fashion business is really, really, really growing. There's a lot involved. So many challenges when you start the business or when you're practicing the business. There's a lot of challenges, from designing to producing to making sure the garments are being produced well, with good finishing, to delivering to your customers on time, because that is like one of the biggest issues when you're running the fashion business. And you must remember that the textbook that people use from abroad or from the foreign schools, they don't quite work here in Nigeria. I don't know what country you're watching me from. It's a different ball game in Nigeria and Africa. You practice fashion business in a very, very different way. Am I ready for all it entails? When I first started, it is the cutest story ever. People who know me know, oh, she's OBJ. She used to just really design. I could sketch for Africa. Just sketch every time. My book, I'll just be sketching. I was very creative. I loved clothes, and that was it. I just wanted to dress people. I had designed something, and I went for a wedding. I remember. I designed something in blue Ankara. Then it was not very popular to see Ankara being designed or worn in a very couture-like way. So I designed something. I remember it was like a one-shoulder mermaid dress. I'd gone for a wedding, and someone saw me at the wedding and said, "Oh my goodness, I really like your outfit. Where did you make it?" I'm like, "Oh, I designed it. I design." And she said, "Oh, how much is it going to cost me to have this outfit?" I said 6,000 naira. And she gave me the money, and she said, "Oh, here you go." Cute story, right? That's how my journey began. And I was happy that began. This is something I dreamt of. That was my seed money. But there was a lot more after that. Trying to keep the business afloat, the challenges that we face. Number one challenge that you're going to face in Nigeria, if you're a fashion business now, you already know our first challenge. The lack of power is enough to drive you crazy. If you have to buy fuel in a month for up to 50,000 naira, that adds up in your production cost. How much are you selling the garment? You know what I mean? So there's so much involved. Like I said, designing, producing the garments, making sure it fits right, delivering on time, looking for an outlet to sell if you're doing ready to wear. If you're not, trying to get customers, chasing stylists, chasing people who are editors of fashion editors of magazines, just trying to get the word out there that, oh, look at me, I'm doing well, I like fashion, I do fashion, my clothes are fantastic. When you start that, sometimes you work 24 hours. It's not a 9 to 5, guys. No, it's not. You literally might not have time for yourself at all, or will not. Let me not even say might. You don't work the regular 9 to 5 hours. You work 24 hours, because at every point in time, you have to make sure that you're on top of your game. So that glamour goes out the window like this. It goes out, just out of the window, because you really don't even have time for yourself. I've had times where some of my friends have to school me and say, "Oh, you are a fashion designer. You need to look the part." And you need to, with all that, then you still need to keep up with appearances. It's crazy. So that's the first thing you need to know, that there's a lot of hard work involved. Once you're ready for the hard work, you will be fine. Sometimes I get people sending me messages and saying, "Oh, Bide, I'd like to intern with you." I wish I'd interned with someone when I started. I remember that I wanted to really intern with Ade Bakare or Zizi Kadol. Those were two people that I really, really liked their clothes. And I used to just really, then it was 60 people, look through the magazines and look at their clothes, look at the way the structure of their clothes were. I just really wanted to intern with them. So if you find at the start of, you find somewhere where you can intern, it will be good for you to go there. Not only will you be learning about fashion design, you'll be learning also about how to run the fashion business day to day. People send me messages and they say, "Oh, Bide, I'd like to come intern." They see the glamorous part of it, especially when I'm doing costume design for Nollywood, and they just want to be a part of it. But when you come and you come and work, and you realize it's not quite the same thing. For me, I'm a hard worker, so I work hard. and I drive everybody around me to work hard. Like, it's hard work. We try to work smart also. I do have someone who came and was with me for about 6 months. Papa Perry, I'm sorry I'm mentioning you here. I hope you're not offended. But I just think that you are like a splendid example. Papa Pearl came, and she came from somewhere else. She worked with me for about 6 months. And oh my goodness, she put in the hard work. She came in at 8 o'clock in the morning. She left at 6 p.m. in the evening. She drafted patterns. Every time I was doing something new, she was there to watch me. Today, she has her own place in the Quarter Shopping Complex, and she's doing amazingly well. Like, she's really doing amazing. Every time I see a picture from her Instagram page pop up on my page, I'm just like such a proud mama. It's a proud mama moment. So Papa Pearl, keep shining. Thank you so much for being a very good example. I just feel like, so that's it. So hard work, just be ready. Hard, sweaty work, challenges. Once you know and you're ready for that, you're on your way. So number 2 of the things you need to know before you start a fashion business is the fact that you have to have passion for fashion. You have to be passionate about it, guys. You can't just decide that because everybody is running a fashion business, I'm just going to run it. I'm looking for something else to do while I pass time. I run a fashion business. I'm looking for extra income. I run a fashion business. It's very glamorous right now to have a fashion store. I run a fashion business. Guys, your money, you put it in, you go down the drain. Because the passion you have is the only thing that can keep you going at all points in time. If you're not passionate for it, either business-wise or creative-wise, you won't do well. You won't. It goes without saying. I had passion for fashion first before I even knew there were going to be challenges involved. I have this friend. I'm mentioning another person now. Veda's Styleology. She worked in 9 to 5, but she's very passionate about fashion. Before she left her job, she was already styling people. She had already taken some styling courses. She was already helping people build their wardrobe. I'd called her in sometimes when I designed a line of clothes. I'd call her to look at some of my stuff, And when she decided to start a fashion business and she left her 9 to 5, it was like a no-brainer. We already knew she was going to do well. I knew she was going to do well because I knew she had a very good eye for clothing. She left, she opened up a boutique, and she became like a personal stylist. She's doing so well right now. So you need to have some kind of passion before you say, okay, I want to do this business. You can't just jump on the bandwagon because everybody's doing it. It's very fashionable to be a fashion designer, so I'm going to be one. It's fashionable now to own a fashion store. I'm going to own a fashion store. It's fashionable now to sell Ankara. I'm going to sell Ankara. It takes much more than that. Like, selling Ankara looks like the everyday thing. It's not the everyday thing, because knowing the patterns that will sell, knowing the patterns to combine to advise your customers is also something. I'm going to sell this. Everybody's selling this. Hey, I'll just go to Turkey. I'll go and bring in this. I'll go to China. I'll go and bring in this. You don't have the passion for it. You don't look at this and you want to you just want to faint when you see an array of beautiful fabric. That's what happens to me. It's like a sugar rush for me when I go into a store that has fabric. Some of you who know me have seen me sitting down on the floor in various places when I'm looking. I've forgotten my phone and my camera in a fabric store in Cameroon because I saw an array of fabric and it was, oh my goodness. So it's not, the fashion business is not something you just zoom in and you think that without the passion for it you will be fine. You put in your money and after a while you burn out and then you go. You don't want to do that. So you have to have the passion for fashion for you to be in the fashion business. Number 3, what's your point of view? What is that unique thing that you think you can offer the masses that is not already being offered out there? Because everything is already out there. What's that unique thing that you think you can offer? And if it's already out there, if it's already out there, how are you going to present it to the public? What are you going to, how are you reinventing it? That's it. You have to have a point of view. When I started, my point of view was Ankara. It's 17 years ago. A lot of people weren't really doing Ankara then. Into dresses, into jackets. No, it's not as rampant as it was then. I was working a lot with Ankara and Ashioke, and that's how I can say I really loved Zizi, because Zizi's work was Ankara based, and every time there was a show and she was in it, I just wanted to be there. I just wanted to watch. I think she's an incredible fashion designer. I still think so today. I'm glad I had her work to look at when I was coming up in the fashion business. Yeah, what's your point of view? What are you bringing to the table? Are you bringing something new? Are you doing indigenous fabric? Ankara is everywhere now, so how are you presenting your Ankara when you come in? If you're doing Ankara, are you doing silk? How are you doing it? Are you doing trendy fashion? Are you doing classic designs? Those are the things. What's your point of view? Yep, that's it. That's 3 things I think you need to know. There might be more things if you're already a fashion business owner and you think there are more things that I should add. Please can you leave me a comment down below? Let's discuss, let's talk about this. If there's something you think I left out, I'd like to add it maybe in another video. For fashion startups, people who are just starting, I want you to watch this and try and reevaluate. This period where I hope this is the time to just really like restructure your business, or reevaluate. Just look through your business and check the things that you're doing wrong. Out of all the 3 things that I listed, I had passion first. I had a point of view. I didn't even know I had a point of view, but I had a point of view. I had a unique selling point of view. But I never took into consideration the kind of challenges and the kind of hard work that was involved. But the love that I had, or it's not even really love. If you have fashion, if you have the passion for the business, passion for designing, trust me, every other thing will fall into place. It just will. So that's it for today. Please keep safe. Like I said before, wash your hands as regularly as possible. Stay indoors. I'm staying indoors, filming this from my room, not filming in the studio, so it may not be very professional, but I hope I was able to get the word out there. This is the first of its kind. I'm going to try and do 2 videos a week. The area to cover is so much. If there's something you would like for me to talk about, please also write it in the comment section. Let me know. Please do well to subscribe and help me grow the channel. Ring the bell so that you know when I have a new video out or up. Until I see you again, the next video is goodbye.